Hmm. We need to talk. So, this is gonna be a weird video to make. It's been a video that I've been thinking about making for quite a number of months now, and I finally decided to sit down and doing after a lot of thinking and talking it over with those close to me. And I know that some of you have seen the title, and you might be concerned, confused, maybe a couple of you bastards are overjoyed. I don't know, it really depends who you are. But this video is to announce that this channel, Craig AA 1028 here on YouTube, it's gonna stop producing content from this point on. Because let's face it, this channel is dead. It's not like failing or going through a rough patch. It's not on life support. This channel is dead. I haven't been producing content regularly. I've gotten complacent and lazy, and I've lost motivation. And if my heart's not in it, then I don't see the point in continuing, especially since people aren't watching anyway. I think that my laziness and my lack of motivation have kind of shown through. There are, of course, those of you who have watched all my content and enjoyed it, and I'm glad you guys are having fun and liking what you're seeing, but for the most part, people have moved on, and that's pretty much entirely my fault. I need to clarify. I'm just done with this channel. I am not done with YouTube. This is still what I want to do with my life. This is still my career choice. But as far as Craig AA 1028 on YouTube goes, I think it's about time that we put this channel to bed. Now, I'm sure you guys have questions, and I'm going to try and answer them to the best of my abilities in the video. If I miss anything, then I'll be looking in the comments below and answering stuff there as well. But I'm going to split this whole thing into 3 segments, and hopefully I get everything, but we'll see. But first, let's start off with the most important thing. So, here on YouTube, this channel, it's not going to be producing content anymore. You're not going to see any more Let's Plays. I made sure to finish off Undertale so that wasn't left dangling, because that was the main series I had going at the time. But in terms of new videos, you know, just playing with friends or doing stuff on my own, you're not going to see any more of that on this channel. Pretty much the only thing you'll see here are stream announcements, which I'll get to more later, because I know that there are some people that still use YouTube as their means to know when a stream is happening. They see it in their feed, and they're like, oh, Craig's streaming. Though I would recommend Twitter or Twitch itself for that instead. But I'm going to keep putting out those announcements just in case. I'm not deleting the channel, of course. That's probably self-explanatory. But I'm not going to delete the channel. You know, there's 5.5 years of work. I did put a lot of time and love and passion into this channel over the years. Made some really great stuff, I think, both on my own and with friends, especially with friends. And I know that you're going to want to revisit that content, possibly. You know, maybe you're going to rewatch the whole GTA 5 heist stuff with me, Brett, Dan, and Paige. Or you're going to go back and watch my old content. Maybe you want to watch the Minecraft stuff. I don't know why. Maybe you do. But the channel is going to stay where it is. It's just not going to be producing anything new. Now, I said this at the beginning. I'm done with this channel. I'm not done with YouTube. For those of you who have followed me for a long time, you know that over the years I have thrown out the idea, the desire to do a different type of content. Mainly reviews, like long-form, entertaining, informative reviews. Think Pro Jared, Cat Icarus, Brutal Moose, JonTron, that type of stuff. And I still want to do that. I've always wanted to do that, but I've always felt kind of shackled to the format I'd started on this channel, which was like more Let's Play focused. And I'm going to start doing those, but I'm going to make a new channel to do it. Not overnight. This isn't going to happen tomorrow, but hopefully within the next couple months, I'll have stuff figured out. I still have to come up with a name for a new channel. I'd like to do it right and have a banner or some type of logo done. Something. I don't know. I have to figure that stuff out. But that is my plan currently, is to start over, start fresh. And when I do make a new channel, I will announce it here on this old channel. So if you do decide to stay subscribed to the channel for whatever reason, you'll get notified of my new projects. And those are going to be long-form reviews of just whatever, old games, new games, whatever I feel like covering. Hopefully they'll be entertaining and informative. They're going to require scripting, and I think I'll actually use the camera that I got a couple years ago on Christmas that I never ended up using to do some live-action segments. And I'd hope that I do those well, because I've always admired that type of content. And on top of that, I mean, those videos in and of themselves, those will take time. And you might have noticed that I did these things called quickie reviews. I did 2 of them, one for Quantum Break and one for Rainbow Six Siege. And those weren't just, off-the-cuff things I decided to do on a whim. Those were more or less proof-of-concept videos, kind of experiments to see how people would receive them and how easy it was to do. And turns out I can actually knock those out in like a day if I sit my ass down and concentrate. And so that would be a great way for me to keep up with more modern releases and to get my thoughts about newer games out there while working on these longer form videos, which will take a lot of time. So to fill the gap between those, I'd have these, short 2-3 minute reviews of more modern stuff. And I don't know. Hopefully this all works out. I've got plenty of ideas in my head for videos, for series, for topics I'd like to discuss, for like lists I'd like to do. But at this point, it's all in my head. None of it is concrete. I need to sit down and sort some stuff out. But you will see more of me on YouTube in the future, just not on this channel. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed what you've watched over the last 5.5 years, and if you'd like to revisit it, now's the time. Because, oh god, I don't even know how many hours of content I've produced. I'm sure there's a very easy way for me to find out, but I hope you guys have enjoyed what I've produced, and hopefully what I produce in the future is just as good, if not better. I'm hoping it's better, and that you guys stick with me and decide to check out whatever I do next year on YouTube. This really isn't a major topic, but I do feel the need to address it because, well, it's at the end of every video, you see a plug for it, it's in the description all the time, so it needs to be addressed, and that would be my Patreon page. Now, currently, there's not many supporters of that. I mean, I made it a few years ago when I was kind of at my height, and a good amount of you showed me support and were helping me out, and I really appreciate it. But as time went on and I stopped producing content and I got lazier, people stopped supporting me, and justifiably so. I have no one to blame but myself for that one. And there are still, surprisingly enough, there are still a handful of you guys who have been supporting me and throwing a couple bucks my way whenever I make a video. And I do greatly appreciate it, but there's no point in having a Patreon page when there's nothing to justify it anymore. So that I'm going to shut down and stop accepting donations that way, because you should get something for your money. If you're gonna support me, you should be getting the content that you expected in the first place, and you won't be getting it anymore. I will consider making a Patreon page sometime in the future for a new channel, but I'm not going to do that right away. I'm not going to make this second channel and start doing reviews and just assume that everyone is going to support me and want to support me and make another page right off the bat. That would be incredibly arrogant of me, and I don't want to do that. I want to prove that my content is worth a damn, that it's worth supporting, and at some point, hopefully once I build up a bit of an audience on a new channel, then I'll make another page, and hopefully I'll make it right this time and actually have, like, incentives, because man, that last page was really half-assed, wasn't it? Like, no rewards for supporting me on that channel. God, what a mess. But anyway, for those of you that even care, that's what's happening on my Patreon. It's just gonna go away. Twitch, however, is the one thing that's going to be expanding thanks to this change. Now that I'm not thinking about my channel all the time, and I'm not going to be worried about producing and trying to get content out and getting lazy and just bleh. Now that that's gone, this opens up a whole lot more time for streaming, doesn't it? I mean, I already stream a good amount as it is. You may have noticed that I've been doing it way more than doing YouTube stuff lately, for actually quite a few months now. And I'm going to continue doing that, and I have now all this new free time to stream, so you're going to see more streams from me at different times. Streams during the day, streams at the usual nighttime I always have, maybe late night stuff. Really, sky's the limit. I have all the free time in the world to stream. Newer stuff, maybe older stuff I feel like revisiting. Twitch is where, for the immediate future, is where my time is going to go while I work on sorting out another channel. Because at this point, I mean, if you really think about it, if I'm shutting down my YouTube and my Patreon, not shutting down, but, you know, not producing anymore for YouTube and therefore shutting down my Patreon, I'm cutting off 2 of my 3 income sources. So, yeah, if you want to support me, Twitch is the place to do it. I have a donation button there. I have a subscription button there. If you want to support me a little bit at a time and get something out of it, like emotes and immunity from my chatbot. But I don't know. This is a massive risk, and I'm hoping that by streaming more, people will feel people will feel more compelled to support me. Like, wow, Craig, wow, he's giving us all this stream content. Maybe throw a couple bucks his way. I'm not saying you have to. No one is ever obligated to do that, but I don't know. Hopefully that works out for the immediate future. Speaking of streaming and expenses, I actually have some major expenses coming up very soon in the form of 2 trips, which are gonna dig in to my meager wallet. So what I'll be doing to hopefully raise money for those upcoming trips is some marathon streams. Pretty much all through this month and possibly next month, I'll be doing very, very long-form streams where I play either one game to its completion or a variety of games over a long period of time. Like, I'm talking like 12, 16, 18, 20-hour streams where I just play in the hopes of raising money. I'm going to be doing a good amount of those starting tomorrow. If you are watching this on the Thursday that it comes out, tomorrow on Friday, I will be streaming in commemoration of, you know, new beginnings and starting over. I'll be streaming the entirety of Red Dead Redemption over on my Twitch page. If you'd like to hang out and watch me do that, you can. I'm not sure when I'll be starting, but you'll see announcements here on this channel and on Twitter and Facebook and the usual places, or you can follow my Twitch page in the description below. I recommend you do that so you can get notified of when I go live normally. But yeah, and I've got things planned with Dan, or at least I've talked to him about certain games that we'd like to do long-form streams of, and he's enthusiastic about it, so we'll see how that goes. But currently, if you would like to support me, or if you want to just watch content from me, since there's not going to be anything appearing on this channel, the place to do it in the meantime, for the foreseeable future, is over on Twitch. To be perfectly honest, this whole thing is terrifying to me. I mean, I've been set in my ways for a good 5.5 years now, and just kind of stopping and focusing on other things is it's weird, and it's stressful in its own way. Like, it was stressful enough maintaining a channel that was failing, but not having a channel at all, or at least not having a channel that you produce for, and to focus on just completely other unproven things is it's a lot for me to accept and to take in, but I'm willing to give it a shot. I need to try something else, because I know that if I continue on the path I'm on now, I'm not going to go anywhere. And at least this way I have a chance to make something of myself, to become YouTube famous, to just be successful at something that I enjoy doing. Because now, while there was plenty of time over these last 5.5 years where I've enjoyed what I was doing and I was successful at it, and I achieved at least some modicum of success, lately, not only have I not been successful, my heart just hasn't been in it, and this change is necessary. It also gives me time to try and focus on other things, like, I don't know, maybe getting in shape again, because I'm not. My health's been affected over the last couple years. My attitude about everything, this channel, I don't know. It's a lot to think about. But god damn it, we're gonna do it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. After this video, aside from the stream announcements I mentioned earlier, which aren't content, this will be the last thing you really see on this channel from me. And that in and of itself is weird. But hopefully you guys decide to bear with me and stick around for whatever I decide to do, whether it's Twitch or the second channel that I'm talking about. hopefully you guys decide that I'm worth following and seeing where I go from here. And even if you're not, you know what? Even if you just watched my videos and you've watched this whole thing through and you've decided, you know, screw this guy, I don't agree with what he's doing, and I'm never gonna look at his ugly face again. You know what? That's fine. You supported me for as long as you were here. You watched what I did, and that in of itself is support. And thank you for sticking around. And I hope you find content that you enjoy on other places. This really is, man, end of an era, right? Maybe, I don't know. So right now, all I can do is say thank you guys for sticking with me as long as you did. And hey, comments are still wide open, so feel free to let me know what you think of this change. Like always, I will read through all the comments. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, I'll address them directly in the chat. Or in the chat. Look at me. I'm already migrating. My mind's already migrated over to Twitch. In the comments, I mean. And hey, you know what? Since I got 5.5 years of work that you can look through, why don't let's keep it upbeat. What are videos of mine over the years that you have found to be your favorite? What's your favorite video of mine? What's your top 5, top 10, whatever? Go wild. It's fine. I want to see what type of discussion this video causes in the comments. So yeah, guys. Hopefully I see you guys over on Twitch. If not, maybe I'll see you on my second channel in the future. But either way, thank you all for watching. And I'll see you guys in the future.